We traveled in one coach from London to door. It felt like I was holding a precious memory in my hand. It wasn't just a project for me. I wanted to capture a feeling of freedom that many of us didn't have for so many years. Sorry.
Take some time. Do you want some water?
No, I'm not. Sorry, this is very touching for me. So this tango is very special because it was my second one with Ella. The first one actually, because she really taught me how to edit the sound walk properly. The first one we collaborated is the sound walk of Piccadilly, where it was my story when I became homeless and spent the night in Piccadilly Circus. And she guided me there a lot. But for Free as a Bird, she trusted me to do it on my own. She let me choose how I wanted to tell the story, how to arrange it, and how the whole experience should feel. The trust, Ella, trust meant so much. Thank you. Everything in the soundwalk came from our real moments together. All of us were excited, tired, laughing, chatting, just being ourselves. Ella recorded those moments inside the coach, the waves of the beach, the wind on the cliffs, our footsteps on the stones, even the quiet moments when someone stopped to enjoy the fresh air. She kept that too and shared it with me to edit it. I remember that day so clearly. The sea breeze, the big smiles, the simple joy of being together in a beautiful place. For once, there were no employers calling us. No stress, no fear, just us. Women who had survived so much. Finally breathing freely, even if just for a day. When I started editing the soundwalk, I wanted to keep that feeling alive. I arranged the sounds like a little journey. The excitement on the coach, the calm of the sea, the laughter, the feeling of letting go. I wanted anyone who listened to feel what we felt, to walk with us, even if they weren't there. Editing Free as a Bird became something personal to me. It was healing. It reminded me of how far we've come and how precious freedom is, especially for women like us who fought so hard just to have a moment of peace. In those moments, we felt human again. And that feeling is precious because for many domestic workers, freedom is not something we experience every day. Some of us come from abusive employers, some from isolation, some from trauma we still carry quietly. So the soundwalk mixes our laughter with our stories of hardship. I did that on purpose. Because our lives are not just one or the other. They are both. We hold joy and pain at the same time. And I wanted people to hear the truth in our voices. That is why research matters so much to me. Because the world doesn't see what happens behind kitchen doors and closed bedroom doors. They don't see how long we work, how little we sleep, how often we cry silently because we miss our families or because we are treated like we don't matter. Research helps make our lives visible. It tells the truth of our days, the long hours, the low pay, the lack of rest, the fear of speaking up. It shows the patterns of abuse and the gaps in the law that leave us unprotected. And for me, something changed when I became a co-researcher. Instead of being someone who is just studied or spoken about, I became someone who speaks for myself and with my community. I learned about my rights. I gained confidence. I found my voice again. For me, it's not about the numbers or reports. It's about reclaiming our rights. It's about saying, hey, this is what is happening, and it needs for change. When we talk about intimate inequalities, for me, they're not abstract. They live in our bodies, our tired backs, our aching hearts. They live in the years we spent caring for other people's families, while our own families wait for us across oceans. These are the unfair experiences that don't always make new headlines, but they shape our lives every day. And it is happening in the places closest to us, in the homes where we work, in the rooms where we sleep, in the quiet corners where we cry, because we're exhausted, or because our children are growing up without us. As an activist, these personal pains become my fuel. I speak out because I know what silence feels like. I fight because I know what it means to feel powerless. And I stand with other domestic workers because we deserve dignity, safety, and joy. Not someday, but now. As a co-researcher, I bring these intimate realities into light. I share my stories and I listen to other stories. Because together we create a clearer picture of what is really happening. And when people truly see our struggles, change becomes harder to ignore. So tonight, I speak as someone who has lived this life. Someone who knows the joy and the community and the pain of inequality. Someone who believes that research and activism are powerful tools. But our strongest power is our voice, our courage, and our connection to one another. May we continue to fight for freedom, dignity, and justice. Thank you.